Sue is? She is a bobcat. Do you know how to identify her as a bobcat? Maybe not? Alright. Well, I want you guys to take a really close look at her. I'm not going to talk about quite what makes her a bobcat right now. We'll talk about that when we go over and we can compare her to the lynx. So Bobby Sue here is actually about 20 years old. She was born and raised in captivity in Montana. It is legal to keep bobcats as pets. Unfortunately, it does not work out in a lot of instances. Bobby Sue, when she started to reach maturity, she was terrorizing the whole household, terrorizing the kids. And even though she's declawed, she does have a very strong jaw power. We will give her chicken legs and she will just pulverize the bones and eat them. So although she does look cute and friendly and she was probably sitting here purring while I was putting her food out, not really somebody that I'd want to have in my house. So today what I'm feeding her is beef with a specialized carnivore supplement on it. In the wild, there's opportunists and generalists, so they will eat anything they can catch. So that can be something as small as a bug, or it could typically be, mice, voles, rats, small birds, but they could even get something as big as a deer. Now, they're not typically going to go for something that